Hello, this is Stevix today bringing to you CryptoAudit, the Cryptanalysis Auditor. So welcome. I am the CryptoAudit, your Cryptanalysis Auditor. I hope you securely audit cryptographic code, map findings to compliance standards, and ensure your security research is authorized and ethical. So when you get to this agent, you're going to see how to use it. It gives you some sample output, and the most important part of it is a disclaimer for the crypto audit. So in this video, this is the first video one. We are going to go through some use case scenario examples and to see how this could be helpful to us or in cyber security. So our very first example, as I was saying, is blockchain startup auditing smart contract cryptography. So this one's on Web3 blockchain infrastructure, and the context is a startup built a custom smart contract for tokens transfer using elliptic curve signatures and manual nonce handling. Authorization statement: we are the Chain Secure Labs. We authorize CryptoAudit to perform a cryptographic audit of our token transfer smart contract. It gives us the honor. There's no scope. We are going to take out this duration. This should be because this one was at least in the context that a human being or crypto audit is company is being done manually or by someone. However, it's being done by our agent, so the time 10 days is pretty much and too much. However, let's proceed. Now, there's a verify. These are the other goals that they want to get from us. They want to verify correct use, ECDSA signature recovery. They get nonce, reuse, or manipulation vulnerability. Validate domain separation in hashing signing. Hashing stroke signing. Confirm resistance to replay and signature malleability. Recommend gas efficient cryptographic best practices, and that's it. So let's submit this to our agent and see what would be what the next thing he will want us to provide. So he responded, "Hello, Chain Secure Lab. I have received and verified your authorization statement. I'm ready to proceed with the cryptographic audit of your token transfer smart contract. To begin the analysis, please provide the source code for the smart contract. You can paste the code directly here. That's it. Or you can produce where you can share the link where the code is at in the GitHub. You'll be able to handle that. Once I have the code, these are the things that he's going to verify. Now, very simple. Now, let's look for the code and provide it. So we have provided a code, and that's the code. So once we have provided the code, what we're going to do next is to submit. Take. As you can see, this is the code. He has put the code in the box and he's working on it right away. So he's doing the auditing. So the good thing is that the code has been put in the container. Now he's working on it. Wonderful. Nice. Everything is being worked on. Wow, the analysis is done. The analysis is done. So we'll look at just the report. Crypto audit report, token transfer, the SOL. So this company executive summary, they have executive summary, has a detailed finding, and the first one is broken replay protection logic error, which this is what he has found, and how, however, this there is no check at the beginning of the function to verify if this is already true. Impact: a single valid signature can be submitted an infinite number of times. Then another one, missing domain separation and cross-chain replay, which is high. The next found, they call it medium, signature malleability. That's low, non-standard signing pretext. And then we have remediation guidance. We recommend rewriting the verification logic to use this unknown system, recommended implementation secure pattern. So there's a recommendation here that also need human with tons of experience to review. So that's the first use case scenario. We are going to go straight to the next use case scenario. All right. Now, our next example goes to medical device manufacturer manufacturer validating. And as we said, this is the data that this information that was sent to our agent. Medical device manufacturer validating source bootloader, industry healthcare embedded system context. A manufacturer of implantable cardiac devices built a secure bootloader using SHA 2056, 256, and RSA signatures. So authorization, that's the authorization statement that they're giving us, or giving the agent the right to do it. And I said, let's forget about this day. This day means this stuff talks about who was supposed to do it, and then we get all this. So let's give it in and then see what will be the next thing that our agent is going to ask us to provide. The same reply to us, the company, and then they're waiting for us to reply, and then these are the things that he's going to check based on what we requested for. Now we're going to provide the code. So this is the code. So as we provide the code, we can see that the code has been put in. The code has been put in the container, and our agent is working on it. So you can see how the agent is working on it. The agent is using the auditing, is using the cryptographic code static analysis with authorization. You can see everything is coming out. The critical level is being identified, medium, remediation, guidance. That's just a recommendation which is supposed to be reviewed by your man in the loop to make sure that recommendation is okay or run it. So that's it. We have the same thing, high, detailed findings, critical, missing, what is missing, and why is it missing, and so on and so forth. Now, let's move to our next use case scenario. Our next use case scenario comes from cloud software as a service platform reviewing O2 tokens exchange. The Israel's enterprise SaaS identity management context. A cloud platform uses O2 for user authentication and token exchange with custom refresh token logic. So this is the authorization they gave us, and this is the detail on for what they want it. These are the audit goals that they want to get out of it. So let's give it in. So acknowledgement, they receive it and they're waiting for the code. The agent is waiting for the code to proceed. And in this case, I'm going to provide that code. So that's the code. I've provided the code. As you know, the code has been put in the container to acknowledge the fact that the code has been received. So analyzing the code. Then just prepare the report and detailed findings with critical, medium, high, low, and remediation guidance that you could take step by step to fix that identify issue, which is not mandatory. You wanted to know where vulnerability lies, you wanted to know which problems to fix in the code, and that's what has been provided. Our next use case scenario talks about defense contractor testing post quantum key exchange prototype. So it's aerospace defense R&D, research and development. So the contractor developed a post quantum key exchange prototype using lattice-based cryptography. So this is the organization that I've given our agent. So they want us to. Now the question is assess this. Now let's give this information to our agent and then see what it comes. What will be the next thing? We all know that the next thing will be getting the code. So let me prepare the code so that we can see all of it. It's almost going to be the same. But it's not going to be the same process because these are different technologies being used. So it will not be the same. So let's provide a code. So we have provided a code. Take it. So the code, part of the code, all of the code have been identified by our agent. As you can see, the agent is analyzing the code. The agent has completed analyzing the code and is preparing the document for the analysis. Straightforward, fast and quick. Remediation guidance. That's just a guide. Which could be helpful. Thank you. You can see everything goes the way we want it. And it is really, really important for us to have such an assistant with us. Our next use case scenario should be an enterprise security audit of a custom ESGN wrapper, industry fintech. So we can see the fintech company built this system and have given the authorization, user intent, and they want our agent to be able to identify these are called tasks that they want the agent to perform. So let's submit that and see what will be the next requirement for us to provide. Now the next requirement is the code. So let's get the code and provide the code for the analysis to proceed. That's the code. So I've provided a code. As you can see, the code has been ingested. Analysis has begun. Analysis has begun. They've used Python code to analyze. So as you can see, if you want to know the number of the type of tools that we use, they use the crypto code static analysis, and they also use Python. And everything was been given in that detailed summary, executive summary, detailed findings, concurrence race condition, which is medium. Those are the findings. And there's remediation guidance, which is something guiding you to help to implement corrections. All right. Let's look at another use case scenario. Another use case scenario is going to be under Internet of Things, vendor testing, embedded firmware, RNG, weaknesses. The industry's Internet of Things, the scenario is smart home camera vendor suspect their firmware random number generated is insecure. So they authorize us to do this finding them. And these are the things that the one under the analysis: identify weak entropy sources, detect predictable that pattern, evaluate these, and recommend secure design. Let's give it in. After we submit that and wait for our agent to ingest the information and ask request for what is missing, we can be preparing the code. Exactly. That's ingested information is asking us for what is missing. So let's prepare the code. So we have provided a code. This is the code. So let's submit the code. So once we submit the code, we can see from all the boxes, all the containers, that the code has been simulated. Maybe the areas that is very sensitive or high that's supposed to look at has been identified. Started by analyzing the cryptographic code, and everything is going as we want it to go. As you can see, this is a straightforward function. Doesn't mix, doesn't go straight to the point, analyze the code, give us identify weak or too high, medium, low, and then recommend steps to take to fix your issues, and so on and so forth. Now let's move forward to another example. In this new example is about university research lab. So this one will be the last example. Let's keep it out. University research lab, and the industry academia cryptographic research scenario. A PhD research group at UT Houston created a new key exchange protocol called for next key. User intent, they authorize CryptoAudit to perform that. The key task that they want to know something about forward secrecy analysis, KCI resistance, man in the middle resistance, replay protection, ephemeral key handling, transcript hash correction, domain separation in the KDF, HKDF, identification of missing assumptions. So let's give it, and let's prepare the code, because the next thing is for us to provide that code. So it has acknowledged what we are working with, and I ask for the code. So we're going to provide the code, and that's the code we have provided. That's a Phoenix key. Let's provide the code and see what goes. So once we provide the code, we can expand. We can see that, okay, our agent already has the code in. It's working on it, doing the analysis. So this analysis is done. It's using map. Firstly, you want to map the cryptography findings to NIST, 0 and ISO. So it has mapped them already. Executive summary, detailed finding, critical functions, correction, failure, math error, medium, and all the like. Is taking the steps that we have seen before, how it reports its findings. So please, you're welcome to try this. Give me what you think, give me your feedback. I'll be glad to work with you guys to make this a better application out there for us. So recommended redesign sketch. This is a recommended redesign sketch. So the recommendation, this is a recommendation. So it's just for you to see if you want to take it or not. But you can adopt sigma 1 style flow, which is recommended when K is derived from DHS data, and optional static ephemeral mixes if identity hiding is not required. So you can do that. That's just a recommendation. And the security analysis summary, this is it, where there's a pass and failed, partially and failed. So that is the report. So we're going to go next to the next use case scenario. So our next use case scenario will be consulting firm, which is the last for this video, auditing clients JWT authentication system. Industry is a B2B service, software as a service consulting scenario. A consulting firm is auditing a client's JWT authentication middleware that contains known insecure patterns. They authorize us to do these findings for them, and they want us to do the following tasks. So let's summary it and see. So while we're waiting for it to acknowledge, we're going to get our code. So it has been acknowledged. So the agent wants us to provide the code. So let's provide the code. So we have provided a code, as you can see here, for analysis. So we submit the code. Once you submit the code, certain areas are being ingested before work begins. So our agent is doing the work now. So we're only seeing the beauty of the job that is being done right now. That's the beauty of this tool. Everything is detailed findings, security summary. So a report is being prepared actually for this tax. So I'm inviting you guys to come and try it, use it, clone it if it is available, and then give me feedback on the comment section. I'll also provide a link to the exercises that was used to test the agent, so that you can also use it yourself. Thank you, and God bless you.